Hey there, and welcome to my end of year reality review. Now, if you're anything like me, and if you're anything like most of the people that I'm speaking to at the moment, you are probably being bombarded with message after message after message telling you about this is the time and this is the place for you to come out swinging in the new year, right? To hit the ground running, to roll up your sleeves, and to do your utmost to make sure you get the fastest and most powerful start to 2026 that you possibly can. And look, I know it sounds really, really, really good in theory, right? I mean, after all, you've been trained at this from day one, right? Pretty much as soon as you were able to understand what the new year was and what it was all about, the idea is that you were able to draw a big black line through the previous year, and this was the fresh start. And if you only come out quick, if you only come out swinging, that this was going to be your year. Well, look, the reality is that for most of us, the year ahead is going to look pretty much like the year behind. Right? That's the reality. And it's for the simple reason that structure determines function, right? Fingers bend the way they bend because joints are designed the way they are, right? Planes fly in the sky because of the laws of aerodynamics, right? Balls roll because of their structure. Structure determines function. And so if you've done nothing to either assess or address the structure that you were using to get through 2025, the chances are really, really, really high that 2026 is going to look exactly the same. Structure determines function, and function always, always, always determines the outcomes or the results that we're getting. So look, if you have been less than impressed with the results that you got across 2025, this is your chance to break the cycle of coming out swinging, break the cycle of starting the year at full tilt and at full sprint, and instead do what very, very, very few people do, and that's to stop, slow down, and look back at the year that just went before. Look at how it was structured, look at what it delivered, and make your decision about what 2026 is going to look like based upon the reality of what happened, as opposed to the fantasy that most of us are living about how this time it's going to be different. And if only we can maintain the momentum, and if only we can stay motivated, and if only we can, blah, 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 whatever it is, right? The reality is, for most people, before the end of the first week, and certainly before the end of the first month of 2026, their momentum, their motivation, and their mojo is going to be way, way, way down. Okay. And they're going to find that 2026 starts looking a hell of a lot like 2025. And that's because alignment is much more important than acceleration. And just as trajectory is much more important than velocity. See, most people put all their emphasis on speed, but without ever stopping to wonder and question themselves about whether they're heading in the right direction in the first place. And so, of course, if you're heading in the wrong direction and you're sprinting full out, you're only going to get lost even faster. Okay, that's what this end of year reality review is all about. It's about saying, where am I? Putting a pin in the map and saying, where am I right now? How did I get here? And how do I make sure that before I even take the first step on the journey into 2026, I know exactly which way I'm facing. I know exactly which way I've got to continue facing, and the route that I have to take to make sure that 2026 is the success I most dream of and desire. Okay, so that's why I've put this together. It's a very, very simple program. It's a very, very simple process for you to follow. There's nothing complex about it, but I can guarantee you that most people who download this PDF are going to look at it, they'll nod in all the right places, and then they'll say the 4 most deadly words known to man. Okay, I already know that. And particularly if you've done self-development work before, and particularly if you're a coach and you're already doing this kind of work with your clients, you'll say, I already know that, right? Then the most dangerous 4 words in the world is because as soon as we tell ourselves we already know that, we close ourselves down and we don't open ourselves up to the reality of what's going on around us, and we don't open ourselves up to the curiosity that we need to have in place in order to put us on course and move us back in the right direction. So please, look, if there's one thing I would beg of you moving forward into this, right, is don't fall prey to I already know that. Don't do that, right? Even if you think, I know every single answer here, right? And this form is not going to tell me anything I didn't already know. Cool, right? Sit with a form, sit with a PDF, answer the questions, and actually see what comes out. And you know what? If it's exactly true that you already knew all the answers, then great, right? You've lost nothing, but you've gained clarity, and you may have gained a little bit of focus that will help you on your way as the new year begins. But I guarantee, I've done this now with hundreds of people in this program and thousands of people across the course of my 27-year career, right? Literally thousands of people. And I've never met a person who went through this process, who got to the end of it and said, oh, that was a waste of time, right? So look, it's my gift to you. It's a very, very simple process. It's a very powerful process. And I would love, love, love to hear what it uncovered for you as a result of going through it, right? Please, like once you download it, you can find me on social media really, really easily, right? Tell me what you thought of the assessment. Tell me what you thought of the review, and tell me what it brought up for you and what difference it's going to make to you about the trajectory, right? And the alignment that you're going to take in 2026. Okay, that's all I ask of you. I took a little bit of time putting this together for you. Okay, I hope you'll be able to see the work that went into it, but I really, really do hope that it sets you off on the right course in 2026 and helps you to get everything you dream of. With that, I'll bid you adieu and wish you a happy, happy and prosperous new year, and much love. Take care.